Good morning, everyone. Hello, good morning, and happy Tuesday, everybody. So again, this is Liz. I hope you guys are having an amazing week so far, wherever you are watching from. If this is your first time on this page, hello, and welcome. And thank you for joining us. And thank you for all of those who have been following this happiness journey series, which we started beginning of April. Again, for those of you who are new to our page, my name is Liz and I am an overseas Filipino worker living here in Dubai. I am a business owner and I am also one half of the Ian and Liz Domingo Facebook managers and owners of this page. So, welcome to my The Happiness Journey series, which every week, once a week, we share with you one tip from this book, which is the Happiness Project book by Gretchen Rubin, and we share with you the tip of the week. So, this book, if you are not familiar yet, this is divided into 12 chapters. Each chapter is focusing on a specific topic. April, for example, is about lightening up, and Journey is about parenthood, but can also be applicable to non-parents like me. And every week she is sharing a tip on how to take your happiness to the next level. Thank you guys for watching. Hi Nar, hi Jem, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday. So the tip for today, the tip for this week actually is to take time for projects. Okay, so take time for projects. What is a project? So a project can be anything that you would want to complete over a certain period. That would of course entail effort on your part, preparation on your part, and of course bring happiness in you. So it could be anything from rearranging your drawers. It could be anything from fixing your kitchen cupboard or setting up your outdoor garden, right? So in this instance, the author has shared that her project for that month is organizing a birthday party for her daughter. Okay, so it could be a project because, as you know, children's parties, especially pre-pandemic, can be something that you can think of as a project. You know, I know, Jem, you are, for example, preparing for Jesse's upcoming birthday. It can be a project on its own because you would need to organize her cake, you would need to organize her party favors, who to invite. You know, of course, considering we have limitations because of the pandemic, that in itself is a project, right? And then what you can do to what that project can help you bring out happiness in you. Okay, so I want to read here a section of the chapter that says, by contrast, of course, there are 5 stages of grief, which we are not talking about in this topic because we are focusing on happiness. The author is saying, by contrast, I realized happiness has 4 stages. To eke out the most happiness from an experience, we must 1. Anticipate it, 2. Savor it as it unfolds, 3. Express it, and 4. Recall a happy memory. Okay, so it's anticipate, savor, express, and recall. Hi, Ate Chona. Hi, Andrea. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying happy. Okay, so going back to these 4 stages, how would, for example, preparing a birthday party be applicable to making you happy? Of course, birthday in essence is a happy occasion, right? But how can we maximize being happy when preparing for a birthday party a project, making it as a project? Okay, when you anticipate preparing a birthday party, it can either be stressful if it's something that you don't necessarily enjoy because of all the hassle. But imagine for a child preparing for her party, that in itself is very exciting, right? She would think what to wear, she would think what foods to serve to her guests, what toys, what games to play, what toys she would probably give out in her loot bags. Creating that anticipation builds happiness already in her mind. Even though it's not yet happening, you're already anticipating the feeling that you're going to have during that birthday, right? So the second one is savor. When you actually are in that event, in that birthday party, for example, of course it's a birthday, right? You're happy, you have friends over, you have good food, you're wearing a nice dress, for example, and you're spending time with your family, your loved ones, and everybody's wishing you happy birthday. So when you savor that happy feeling, let it fill you up, you savor it, it creates a ripple effect to the people around you. If you are happy, of course, the people around you are also happy, right? The third stage is express. So different people express happiness differently. Some would say it verbally, some people would actually perhaps write a letter, or some people express it through actions like hugging, or smiling a lot, or jumping up and down for kids, for example. But expressing happiness actually cements the feeling itself. So for example, if I'm happy, I always tell my husband, Mahal, I'm happy because this, so it actually creates that feeling, it cements that feeling within me, and it also helps me share that happiness to that person, right? And that is the aim of happiness anyway. You would want to influence, you would want to share your happiness to as much people as possible. And the fourth one is recall a happy memory. So again, you remember that, in our previous weekly episodes, we shared that recalling a happy memory amplifies a good memory, right? So when you recall, for example, now that we are older, we would recall the previous years that we celebrated our birthdays, how I, for example, celebrated my birthday with my sister Cheska, who shares the same birthday as I do. Hi, Cheska. We are born both on November 8th, just 13 years apart, but remembering the time that I was able to celebrate my birthday with my sister in the Philippines, after how many years that we're celebrating it apart, because she's in the Philippines and I'm here in Dubai. That in itself is a very happy memory to me. Our family are together, my in-laws are there as well, our friends are there, our cousins are there, Nanay was there, so we are also happy. And again, recalling a happy memory, amplifies that memory again, and you would want to hopefully do the same, experience the same happy memory again. Okay, so again, I use the birthday as a classic example of a project, but again, the project can be anything. It could be like many people know, I think gardening is a happy project that people are undertaking. Hands up to those who have been growing their garden since the pandemic last year, right? So again, these are just some of the examples that you can take as a project, because I've given you example on how creating a project or starting a project can give you that happiness that we need. And the aim again of this series is to share with you the tips and tricks that we found on how to elevate our happiness, or how we can take our happiness to the next level. I will show you again the book. This is The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. If this is something that you've seen before, let me know how you found about it. And if you're liking the content of this page, of this interview, of this Go Live series, please continue to follow us. Leave a comment below, or share this video to those who you think would appreciate and learn something new from this happiness journey. Again, taking a happiness journey doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your life, you're depressed, or things are not going according to what you want. No, taking a happiness journey only means that that there are small things in your life that you can still be happier about. There are many things around us that we can be more grateful, we can be more appreciative, and sometimes we just need a little tip from somebody like me, for example, reading a good book that helps you find that additional happiness, find that additional ray of sunshine in your day. Okay, I hope you do find some value in today's sharing. Again, this is the fourth week of this happiness journey series. I hope you guys found additional value in it. I'll catch you again next week on a Monday, on the first episode of the May tip for the Happiness Project series. Again, by this book, The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. Tina Beanside, I hope you guys take care, stay safe. We gotta go to work. So take care everyone. Have an amazing week ahead and God bless. Bye.